Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. How you guys been? It's been a nice, good weekend. A lot of things happening, a lot of things to talk about, and we're going to discuss all that as much as we can within an hour or more here on reviews. Welcome back to the Reviews video show. I'm your host Ken here with your co-host Love Zach. My dude, how you been?
Very good, bro. Ready to go.
I know you've been charged, baby. Listen, I know I've been slacking. We still got a video in the tank. Our 420 episode is going to be loaded up. If you seeing it now, that means it's there now. If it's not, it'll be after this one for sure. So,
facts.
In less than 21 days or 20 days, Love Zach and I will be on a trip. Separate trips.
Incorrect.
Less than 20 days. It is. Come on now.
It is
approximately what?
13 days.
In 13 days. Less than 14 days. Wow.
Yesterday was 14. Today is 13.
Look at that. Love Zach's on point. He's counting down, ladies and gentlemen.
Illuminati.
1-3, baby.
As you can see, I have my red on. It's the first time I wear red.
I got the skull.
For sure.
With the heart. With the
US. Nike.
We're in there. So, kicking it off, definitely want to talk about a few things. First thing I want to discuss.
Bored Ape.
Yes, of course.
Bored Ape. Yeah, what's up? What's going on? Go ahead. I'm ready.
Ain't nothing going on. What's the question you got? What you got to talk about? What you want to ask about it?
The bougie crypto gang got hacked? What are we talking about? 2.8 M's? 10 NFTs hijacked? Cut the bullshit. Now, cut it out.
If they watch the Tech Teddy channel, they would have seen that you can secure your Instagram account using Authy. But basically, what happened here is me and you have a discussion all the time to secure your accounts using two-factor, not just SMS, but some type of authentication app. And in this case, the Bored Yacht 8 Club owners did not have two-factor turned on, and their Instagram account.
Bullshit.
You call them BS on that?
Total bullshit. Continue.
Well, the story states that they did not have their two-factor turned on. Hackers were able to hack their account and steal X amount of millions.
10
and
10 NFTs worth 2.8 M's.
Correct.
Okay. I call a rug pull. I smell a rug pull.
Rug pull's not happening,
This is a small rug pull in lieu of the major one that's coming. That's what I think. This is like,
but there's no rug pull.
Little tester. Like, let's put a tester out. Let's see if we can just do a little squeeze, little $3 million squeeze. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. 3 M's, no big deal. Don't create a stir. It's not going to be hysteria on the internet. It's going to be talked about, but only amongst the crypto circles. You know what I'm saying? The Bored Ape gangs. Yeah, those people. But on a mass level, now it's $3 million. No biggie. No big deal. It's how it all starts, ladies and gentlemen. A little here, a little there, and then you get the major F up the ass joint. Pause.
Listen. This is not a rug pull, because not like they took somebody else's money and ran away with it. This is their $3 million worth of NFTs that were hacked, right? 2.8 to be exact.
Correct.
So what happened here is, at that point, I'm sure the people that had access to the Bored Yacht 8 Club's accounts tried to utilize it to get people to think that, hey, we're minting NFTs, so give us your money and give us $200. You can mint a Bored Yacht 8, NFT. So that's the kind of things that happen. But as far as saying it's a rug pull, I don't think they're rug pulling anyone. They themselves were hacked. and they're not taking anyone's funds and running away with it.
Fair enough. Fine. But here's another questionable matter at hand with the Bored Ape gang. Okay. This hack basically occurred via a faux airdrop. So their own methodology and how they, get interest and, basically raise the stakes of their, NFTs via airdrops is their undoing. How sauce is that, bro? That is equally ingenious via the hackers to use their own method via the airdrop strategy into executing said hack. And then how sauce are you, Bored Ape gang, Bored Ape Yacht Club gang, to not realize, hey, this is our method. How could we get hacked and get fooled with our own fake airdrop method in the first place? Hello.
Listen, I go back to what I always say to you in regards to the crypto space and everybody talking about it. So we're always going to shed light on the bad side of it. But you're talking like people like, or companies as big as Microsoft or TransUnion themselves weren't hacked. And we're going to sit here because they use normal bit security, and we're not giving them any type of grief. But because the Bored Ape clubs got hacked, like everybody else has. I know people that got their Instagram hacked.
Via airdrops, yeah, of course.
So at the end of the day, you cannot sit here and we're just going to bash them to death because they got hacked. Listen, they got hacked and their information got taken. Unlike TransUnion and all the other people that got hacked and customer data got taken, that is something we should be more concerned about versus a company that has NFTs that got their NFTs stolen. I don't give a shit about it. It happens.
Okay.
Secure shit.
So then what is the next phase of security for crypto as a whole, and then on a smaller level, Bored Ape gang? What are they doing to, heighten up the security so these things don't happen again? What's the strategy here? What's going on?
Hire people like me to sit here and explain to them what they should do.
That's a good promo right
there. Listen,
hire Ken Robot Myers.
Yeah. Listen, on the Tech Teddy channel, my biggest focus is security, especially when it comes to the crypto space. Ledger wallets, hardware wallets, two-factor, using applications off apps versus SMS text messaging. Internal better security policies should be put in place, especially for a company handling so much funds. Now, $2.8 million is nothing to them, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's light. It's no big deal.
But the publicity they get from it is a big problem, right? Because,
absolutely. It's not good for their brand.
No, I don't think so. It's not going to hurt them, but I don't think it's good either. For a company that has such a huge following and huge, sheets of money, to have this happen to them is very uncommon.
Yes, I'll say this. I think it's way too early in the Bored Ape ethos to be hacked. To be fair, they're still considered new, right? They're still, in vogue, right? They're still like pretty hip. No, they're not like prehistoric in terms of the crypto circles, right?
No, of course not. But that's what the hacks happen, right? With the newer things, the newer coins, the newer NFTs, because they don't go through this until now, and now they better secure themselves. Listen, Bored Ape Club is a huge NFT company. They have mutant apes. They have these apes.
They got a bunch of apes.
Right.
I still think there's a whole symbolism behind the ape nonsense, but I'm gonna leave that alone for now.
100%.
Topic for another day.
So to go into that, I purchased the NFT this past week.
Are we gonna get a visual of this story?
Of course,
because I had no idea.
And the reason why I'm mentioning it is because you just mentioned what you said, the symbolism behind some of these Bored Apes, et cetera, et cetera. So this NFT. I'm going to pull it up right now so you guys
Oh
can
boy,
see.
here we go.
This is definitely something that I think Zach would get into. So
This guy's getting me excited. I don't even like this stuff. All right, let's see this. Let's see this thing
you know,
here.
I gotta do the teas. But let's bring it up so you can
Da-da-da,
see.
da-da-da.
Let's bring it up so you can see. Hence the name. Do you see it?
And here it is.
Do you see it? No?
I just
Of course
see
not.
nothing right now. Of
That's
course not.
great. That's great because you're not supposed to now. All right, let's share this so you can see it. Really? All right, so that's what we're gonna do.
The tech gods are saying no, Ken. You show this NFT to no one.
Listen, it might.
What about Invisible Friends? I like Invisible Friends NFTs. How come they don't get no love?
I'm proud of you. Look at you knowing that. Look at you.
Everybody's on this board that yeah, nobody don't be on Invisible Friends.
I'm proud of you for that. Look at
False Idols.
Yes. So I brought one.
Of course, you buy the demon one.
I didn't buy the demon one.
This looks like Rick and Morty style.
It does. It
NFTs. The animators of Rick and Morty should file a lawsuit with these NFT people.
Why should they do such things?
I don't like this.
You don't like the false idols?
They're demonic, Ken. I don't like them at all. No way. You're demon NFTs, sir. What's the name of this NFT people?
Let me pull up the one that I brought so that you can see.
What are they called?
The company?
Yeah, the NFT company. What's their name? What's their handle?
Just False Idols.
False Idols?
Yes.
Yeah, you definitely did just show that. Okay, duh. Hello. Wake up, giant. I mean, the name is cool, but yeah. Very demonic. You bored? Hey, I say this. So these are the new kids on the block, huh? Oh, that's the one you bought? Okay, that makes sense.
Looks like a video.
He has a suit on. You love to wear suits for sure. And his face is a controller.
That's
copy.
SNES.
And he's standing in the depths of hell. The flames behind him.
Indeed. Indeed.
Is it editable? Like, can you do a Madonna and edit your NFT
sure,
if you like?
You can make JPEGs, but why would you do that? Why would you do such things? But no, you're right. I did.
Okay, so you are fully immersed in the wild, wild west of crypto, 100 freaking %. Joint.
No, and you know what's crazy? The one that you mentioned, Invisible Friends, I think they're a great NFT. I think this is something that you should look into be one of your purchases of your first NFT.
I love Invisible Friends. Invisible Friends is awesome.
Yeah, they definitely are cool.
I know they're pretty penny as well.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the price. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not sponsored by any of these NFTs, by the way.
No, we're not getting any checks, audience.
Nah,
at all.
So the lowest.
Scroll down. Let me see. So you could just go. You could just literally just like you on online shopping and just purchase your. I would get this guy here, the backpack. That guy is cool.
This one here,
with the pink background.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frames. That's all me right there.
So if you look at 4.95, you're looking at $13K for that.
Yeah, no, I told you these guys are expensive, and that JPEG is in constant motion, right?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, awesome. These are the coolest NFTs to me personally. Like if I was to, take the dive, I don't have that kind of disposable income yet, but if I did, I definitely would purchase one of those guys for sure.
Yeah, so the major thing about NFTs or getting in early, right? Minting them.
Yeah, you did it with the false idols, so congrats to you, sir.
Yeah, minting them or getting them minted or mint them before they go on the.
I'm talking about yours is purchased, but it's not minted, right? Because now I'm learning something now live.
Yeah, so I didn't mint those.
So how do you what is that process? Because if I don't know, then the people watching actually not going to know either. So
yeah, so basically the way it works, when these projects come out, I might as well pull up the website so you guys can see as well.
Yeah, see?
Discuss it.
Hey, audience, look, no show is going to do this. None. They're not going to give you a live look of what's going on. It's going to tell you it's going to be super edited. It's going to have cool effects and, scene transitions, but you're getting it live, bro. Like, that's DIY.
Exactly. Off the cuff, too, guys.
Because this is not in our pre-production meeting at all.
No, not at all. So basically, this site, Rarity Tools, you follow them on Twitter if you want as well. They are a site that rate up and coming and, already in place NFTs. So basically, you can see what NFTs are coming out. You can follow them on Discord, go to their website, and you see the prices, right? One Sol is $49 or $99, 0.9 ETH. These are very inexpensive.
You sound like those crypto cool guys. ETH,
Sol,
bit, 26-bit.
Yeah. So, but
39 car. That's how they say Cardano, right? Car, right?
No, they say ADA.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Yeah. I'm not hip like you. I'm not cool.
Yeah,
I'm not financially cool yet.
You can see these are not. These are people that just put out NFTs. Some of these will make sense. Some of these might not. Some of these might pop. Some of these might not.
Any false items on there yet or no?
Well, false items already out, so it's already out. But like if you look at these are new ones that are coming out, so you can mint them, get them before they hit the stores. So the difference between, if you look at all, so you see the top collection here is, of course,
Bored Ape.
That's right.
Oh, Mutant Ape is top?
The Mutant Apes. Yeah, it looks like number one right now for the volume in the past 7 days.
Okay.
And of course, these are, a ton of
super demonic. Thanks.
Right. So back to the fact of how these things work, right? So when as you saw up and coming, when people put out NFTs, what they do is they promote it for at least like a month or so, and they say, "Hey guys, if you want to get one of these before they go on Rarity or before they go on OpenSea, before they go on JPEG.com, you can mint and get in at the ground level." So, for example, we were putting out NFTs, REVUZ NFTs, and we had 1,000 of them. We said, "Hey guys, you should get it now. It's only 0.05."
Like when stocks open up, company goes public. Yeah,
correct. It's like $250 US converted into ETH. Come buy it, right? Purchase it, and then if you mint it and you pay the $250 like people did for the Boy Yeah 8 clubs when it first got minted, then it's yours. Now, when they get put onto these other sites like OpenSea, now the price goes up because there's no more to be minted. The only way you can get one is if you purchase it through these third-party sites, and that's basically how it works.
So, like, if somebody likes your false item is minted, for you to essentially flip the price based on its current value, they would have to want to purchase it from you, right?
Correct. So I would have to put it up there to be sold. And you can put it to be bid, like how people do on eBay and everything else. Or you could say, I want a set price, and there it is. And people will buy it. But once these are minted, that's it, right? Now the only place you can get it is on these third-party sites. Now, if you're big, like Board Yacht 8 Club, people who buy it, who wants to sell it, will put it up there. If they don't, then what they would do is create other Board Yacht Apes, and they will put it on those third-party sites as well. So that's how it really works. So with False Idols, I think it came out April 16th or something.
Oh, wow. Again, so they really knew.
Yeah, they knew. Correct. I didn't know about it until
11 days since the inception.
Yeah, I came across it, and like I said, basically, when I did see it, I normally look for the floor price to see what it is. It was 69 Cardano. And right now, one Cardano is like 84 cents. I had some Cardano in my wallet because I sold an ape from Cardano's NFT, and I had some in my wallet. So I said, you know what? I do have enough I'm gonna look at it. When I saw that one, I was like, ooh, I want to buy it because it's the game controller, etc. So I purchased it. I put it on Twitter, etc. And I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit and see where it goes. And then if I want to sell it at some point, I will. But no, I pretty like that False Idol NFT. I do have some other NFTs as well, as you guys know, and I am working.
You got the Voltron joint. How's that going?
So in that world, you cannot. What's the word? You can't take it out of that world, so it only could be sold in VV.
Gotcha.
So VV is a NFT space that is very simplified. So $1 for $1 with their coins, right?
Yeah.
So the way it works with VV is
1-to-1.
Right. If you sell it in VV, those coins you get stay in VV. You can't take it out.
Yeah.
You only could buy other NFTs within VV with it. So that's the difference. That's the big difference. But yeah, I'm also, like I said, working on my own NFT, my own coin. I'm looking to do some cool things. You guys will be put onto it.
Definitely check that Tech Teddy channels. Picking up a lot of steam. He's definitely cooler than reviews. No shade.
No. It's
good though.
It's been out longer. It's been out longer.
See, so, audience, when Ken is on reviews, he's really slumming it. He's really slumming it.
That's not what you talking about. I never show my face on Tech Teddy yet.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like this is him slumming it in terms of his channel space energy. Like this is like Tech Teddy is like different level. So definitely check that out. I'm digging it out because it's a really good channel. So for sure,
crazy. Tech Teddy's harder to do, which is crazy.
Yeah, of course, it's more intuitive.
Yeah, because I can't.
More digital.
I haven't shown my face yet, so
that's what I'm saying.
I think I'm about to stop and start showing my face because it's easier for me to talk about things before looking.
No, I don't think your audience is gonna like that, bruh. They want the videos. They want the videos and the voice. They want the V and V, bro. Video and voice. That's it.
The VV. I like
Once
that.
you do that, you're gonna get a lot of backlash on your comments. You get comments. You're like,
yeah, I do.
I don't want to see this guy's face. I don't want to see Ted's face. Get Teddy.
Answer my questions.
Yeah, Teddy, just go back to your OG format. And you can see mad comments. OG format, Teddy.
Oh,
OG format. OGF.
That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, we definitely took the first 20 minutes to talk about what's going on in that.
Hey, don't try to shirk away from. Yeah, that's what I know. I was doing some editing today at work.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Love Zach is dressed for big words today. I love it.
Yeah. I'm over here expanding my vocabulary. Thank you.
I love that.
Don't you dare run away from the debate we didn't have about OnlyFans and Cash Me Outside gal. Yes. Talking about she making 50 M's off OnlyFans. And then she gonna screen record her account. I don't give a blue bloody F of your account situation, of your profile and OnlyFans. I do not care. Because if you try to withdraw those fictitious digital funds, guess what's gonna happen?
Fictitious.
Scooby.
Listen.
It is a publicity stunt because they want more people to be on OnlyFans. Hello, people, internet, audience, wake up. OnlyFans is not lucrative. You do not know its bottom line. You don't know its profit margin. You know none of these things. You just hear these success publicity stunt stories. Thanks. Continue. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, I'm saying it. OnlyFans is total BS. It's not real. It's not real. People not really making that money. Stop it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Ken is going to step in and talk about.
Yeah, explain, please.
That Love Zach is on a whole other level today. I don't know what's going on with him, but as you guys all know, if I put out a podcast with my voice discussing the 50 Shades of Black Ken, it's going to do way more than anything that Tech Teddy does. And that's because what, ladies and gentlemen? Sex sells. Love Zach's aware of this. Love Zach's aware of this.
Yeah, we're aware of this. Yeah.
Now, OnlyFans, I believe her numbers are accurate because people on OnlyFans will pay just for stuff that they want. You see, what OnlyFans did right is they allow people to request things and pay for it. Not only do these people on OnlyFans, men, women, everybody, not only do they get monthly payments because people sign up for them.
You can do incremental instant payments. You can do pay for a minute, seconds. Right. You can time it.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can say, hey, I want a video of your feet in water and I'll pay you $500 for it, and they will do it. So
I'm not saying that doesn't happen.
Okay. So with that being said, 2020 pandemic, we've seen videos where people making money.
That was an anomaly year. Yes.
Okay.
That year is an anomaly.
So
I agree with that.
The whole of 2020 gave OnlyFans the opportunity to test out, stress test their platform, learn the do's and don'ts, and get people onboarded to their platform on a large scale. Not OnlyFans doesn't have sex stuff. They have other things on there too. And it is very lucrative. People on there are making money. I just found out recently, though, however, that it's not as easy to get an OnlyFans account like it is to get an email address or a Twitter account.
Of course not.
Someone I know is trying to get an OnlyFans, and they were hit with, we need to see your social media for the past 3 years. It has to be active for 3 years. And she did it. And they rejected her because nah, that's not you. It hasn't been active for that long. You're not active on it. School Bay. That is crazy. So
they want celebrities, bro. They want influencers, celebrities, people who can garner attention. Why? Because OnlyFans algorithm is not elite. They don't have elite algorithms, bruh. They are heavily reliant on the user base being so geeked and so enamored with whoever they want to see naked or doing these goofy things to be the content creators. And that's why I know their business model, their business structure is fugazi. It's not sustainable, bro. It's not stable. You know what I'm saying? It's a serialized financial structure in terms of you need to be of a certain attention influencer level in terms of your status as a celebrity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that you can garner that much attention, right? Once you announce, you know what I'm saying, through your other platforms that you have an OnlyFans account and they see the link, and then from there, all of your fans, so that because you technically are viral already, because you command a certain attention. So the algorithms, whether you are a Twitter user, a Facebook user, IG user, whatever it is already in benefit to you. So what you post, the algorithms are going to work in your benefit. So yeah, Ken is a superstar. He garners a 10 million viewer base. He tells his 10 million viewers, hey, I got an OnlyFans account, by the way. I'm like, what? So now that's guaranteed 10 million people are going to visit his OnlyFans page. And this is what the OnlyFans creators want. The people who own OnlyFans, they want that. So of course, I didn't know what you just said, but now it makes sense. Yeah, you're not cool enough. You're not famous enough. Bottom line, you're not famous enough to be privileged to earn revenue off of your fam. Scooby.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way to do it, but I think they do it so that they don't get hit with scammers or bots or anything else. So,
yes, I didn't think of that, but you're right about that.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, because you really think about it. What's to stop a guy or a girl that have pictures of or videos of their old ex?
Yeah, just post them.
This is what.
And people have been doing that. I think
I'm sure
been getting rejected and they accounts been banned and stuff like that. Yeah.
And this is why, because this is how OnlyFans prove you're not just some person that has your ex's videos and you're trying to post.
Yeah,
Now,
trying to finesse that account. Yeah.
let's see your social media. Let's see you've been active. Make sure it's you. And it's crazy. So I still believe it is lucrative. I think if you are in a position right now in your life where you're at the end of your road and you had a decision to make between selling drugs, being a prostitute, or going on OnlyFans, your safest bet is on OnlyFans.
I'm glad you said that because you just laid it up for me, Joy. All I gotta do is just put in the
slam dunk it.
Yeah. So end of the road, perfect. Prostitution, OnlyFans is exactly those two things. Those are a perfect marriage. It's people, celebrities, or influencers at the end of their road, their EOL, end of life, and they're using the last itty bitty squeeze, little bit of juice left to squeeze as much revenue as they can, Joy, via the leftover fam that they have remaining in the tank. And this is the easiest way to do it, to not look like, because again, this is how you prostitute yourself. You do it online. I mean, people do it already now on IG and Twitter, right? They just post that, even if it's not naked or provocative photos, men or women, if you're taking photos of yourself every freaking day and you are posting it on your IG, your Facebook, and your Twitter, you, ma'am or sir, are literally prostituting yourself. You do know this, right? You are doing that. Okay. Whether it is provocative or not, you are selling your likeness for free, by the way. For free. For free $99.
It's for the dopamine. It's for the dopamine. It's for those people that want
dopamine, but that's not currency. That's not fiat. It's not fiat, joint.
You're right. You know what I mean? The currency either. I got you.
Exactly. You know what I mean? There is no benefit to that. So when people constantly posting photos of themselves on a serial level, which means literally 7 days a week, you're drunk. Man. You are drunk off dopamine, and you don't even realize how drunken you are because you're garnering zero finances from this. Zero, nothing. And you are feeding the beast the energy that they want. They're getting your energy for free, fam. For free. Oh, man. So OnlyFans in that regard, at least they provide a compensatory method to you to what? Earn some revenue off of your energy. So on that level, I respect OnlyFans. I just don't think it is as lucrative as is stated by who? The content creators who, ironically, are who? Are celebs. They're celebrities. You always get a celebrity come out saying I'm making all this money, or influencer. It's never a regular human. That's all I'm saying.
I think I disagree with you at some points, and I agree with you with some too.
Yeah. Go ahead. You got the floor.
I disagree with you when you say that it's the end of the road for the people that are on OnlyFans. I don't think so. I think, just like you stated before, people who have the clout, who have the followers, they take it another step further. They go, wait a minute. These people out here, these normal humans that don't have the clout I have, is out here making this much money in a month. Imagine what I would do. And this is where you see the Persephones and the other people who were video vixens or just people who did TikToks or YouTube. They have the clout. They give people that dream, the imagination, and they go, okay, I'm going to go on OnlyFans. Now, I don't know if you remember the episode we watched on that channel, Zeus.
Yeah, right? It's the Black Channel, Black Zeus. China joint versus.
No, Zeus.
Zeus. Excuse me.
And Persephone said, if she does an OnlyFans, she's not going to be naked. She's going to.
Yeah. She was talking about hot stuff. Yeah.
And look how quick that changed. Not judging her, but I'm trying to explain to you, she's not at the end of anything. But she figured if these people on here who are normal have less clout than me, why not should I go on there and do what I have to do? So I think OnlyFans is a set of a few people. It's a set of people who are already established, who wants to get more money by now selling the dream of showing off their body or their talent. Then you have the middle set of people who don't have any clout, have no low self-esteem. They're very confident in themselves, and they figure, listen, I want to show off X amount. I don't want to show off my body. I want to put on a bathing suit, or I want to
yeah.
Right? Then you have
the IG model formula.
Then you have the third tier, which is the craziest tier. These are the guys and the girls who don't give a F, and they fucking
they doing straight orgies on OnlyFans.
Right, they showing their puss on OnlyFans because they want that money, and they don't give a shit what anybody got to say. You understand? And those are the three tiers of people that I think are on OnlyFans. I am just saying, if you're at the end of your road, you have decisions to make. You don't have to sell those drugs on the corner and risk your life. You don't have to prostitute and risk your life having sex in somebody else's in a hotel on somebody's car and not knowing if.
No, you're right about that.
You go on OnlyFans, you situate
yourself. It's safer.
Yes, 100% safer.
It's safer for especially for women, for sure. It's the safest way to sell your sex. 100%, totally agree.
Correct.
I'll not debate that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to sell your sex, then you might as well create an OnlyFans. Big facts.
Now,
but my point is, wake up, people. It's not as financially lucrative as what these paid celebrities are saying to you on social media.
Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
Look, when somebody is making 50 M's, they don't tell the entire internet they're making 50 M's. Why? Go ahead.
That was only done to shut people up, bro.
Fair enough, but cash me outside. Why are you bragging about how much M's you got? You got it? Shut your beak. Because guess what? Now you got people who's going to try to what? Finesse your joint. They're going to try to hack your situation. Somehow, some way. They're going to just come at you in all manners of ways, whether it's through hacking, whether it's just trying to befriend you, all manners of joints. When wealthy people hit that wealth meter, they get very quiet. You know what I'm saying?
About their finances, yes.
Yeah, you just gotta be quiet, bro. If you getting it like that, close your mouth, because you're really protecting yourself. Forget, the flex mode. Everybody want to flex, copy, but sometimes you just gotta be quiet, bro, because you don't want nobody to know you holding like that. I mean, personally, I don't want nobody to know. Look, I have 1 M. Forget an M. I got 40 bands. I don't want nobody. I'm not gonna say, yeah, bro, I got 40 bands. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Around here, you know what I mean? Because guess what? Next thing you know, you go get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Somebody hit your car. You about to come out the parking spot from the deli, and somebody ram into your car. Oh snap, bro! And then put the gun to your head, like, yeah, let me get those bands, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds crazy. That sounds like very dramatized, but it happens like that, bro. It'd be the weirdest way. People will get you. You know what I mean? You don't even know. So
I get it. I understand that.
Where is OnlyFans going to end up in the next 2 to 3 years? I think it's still going to be a relevant site for people to generate revenue in 3-4 years.
It might get oversaturated, but yeah, I think so. I think it'll still be a source of income. I think at this point, sex isn't going anywhere. Pornhub is not going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. Your porn is
OnlyFans not going anywhere. You see, OnlyFans is the place for you, Joe Snow, myself, to follow and find people that we know, that we can actually
locals,
see.
Yeah.
Right. Because some of our friends could be on there, So I don't think
that's teacher, you freaking, what I mean? The professor of your engineering class could be, it's crazy.
Correct. So the way I look at it, OnlyFans not going anywhere because there's that possibility. The girl next door is on that, so those are the people that's going to pay for that, and that's why I think years from now it's only going to enhance. What I mean by enhance is with the metaverse coming along and Web3. Could you imagine doing the OnlyFans with the Oculus on your face?
Oh
And
my
now,
gosh, that's you talking into the ether, bro. That's gonna happen, bro.
100% is going to happen. So OnlyFans better be focused on that right now. They better be taking their resources and their research at their R&D department and have them motherfuckers really focusing on the next step of OnlyFans being a virtual experience. OnlyFans should work on the technology to give people the ability to have a suit on their body, or clamps for their nipples, or something for their genitals, so that when they're watching it and the girl is doing something, it sends
they get the
sensation.
Sensation.
Yeah, they better be working on
gosh.
that, because the first company to pull that off is going to be the victorious one. So
Stars had a show that was talking about that. Right. The virtual sex.
Yeah,
man. The girlfriend experience.
Okay.
Yeah, the newest, the latest season. Shorty I forgot her name. She's a good actress. She played a college student. She was getting her master's and stuff. And
right.
Her father had had dementia. You know what I'm saying? And she was studying medical science in terms of brain, mental health,
right.
The actual medical aspect of it, not the psychological aspect of it. She played in the affair. It was a great season. I didn't watch the last episode, but they talked about virtual sex, the sexual transhumanism. That's what that season was about.
And we both saw, I'm sure you did see it, but Striking Vipers.
Mm-hmm.
So what we really need to really think about, the first company to pull this off, not even flawlessly, but in a good way, in a working way, will be the next OnlyFans. So OnlyFans better not be the next MySpace. They better stay on path and continue to be the Facebook forward, or they're going to be left in the dust. But that's going to be the next step for OnlyFans, is giving people that virtual experience where they put the goggles on. The girl has her goggles on. She can see the person, and vice versa. I think that's the next big thing for OnlyFans to happen in the next 2 to 3 years.
I would say this: the transition on a philosophical level. I think as a society, we're really in a really delicate time now in terms of just on a global level. People don't want to earn anymore. Just want to get money, bro. People don't want to take even the medium road, F the long road. If it takes 10 steps, they're gonna complain. Whereas before it may have took 20 to 30 steps. All right, look, if it take you 10 steps to get to this $1 million, people are gonna get tight. Why can't it be four steps? Why gotta be 10? You know what I mean? And philosophically, as a population, it's where the F are we going? People don't know how to do stuff anymore. The skill shortage now, companies are having an immense hard time finding elite talent. You know this for sure. Elite talent is now immensely rare. People with multiple degree levels in specified career fields, people with multiple levels of experience ranging in all types of technical, mathematical, medical skills, certifications, things of that nature. There's such a huge ineptitude of lacking of skills for high level careers. It's so crazy, bro. It's the gig economy has an abundance of workers, right? Because you have so much people that are lacking skills, qualified skills, right? And then when you go into the high end career side of it, it's such a vapid, empty space of nobody.
Yeah. So what you're saying is absolutely correct. I think what we all fail to realize is that with the times come different things, and we've been saying this for a while. School curriculum is useless at this point. They're not teaching anything new. They're not trying to help the children be in a better place than we were, because they're teaching them the same old ways, and they're stuck in this position. So with that being said, they watch everybody on TV and YouTube and TikTok do a dance and go viral and make millions. What's the purpose of them going to school every morning to be able to get a job, work a 9 to 5, and struggle, right? Because the cost of living is ridiculous.
Yeah, inflation
is ridiculous. So when you see these people on TikTok shaking their body, doing a dance, props to them, and making millions. Why would you want to continue this route of going to school and doing it the hard way? You understand? That's the reason why we have a lot of people right now not wanting to do the plan. Like, I'm in my first year of my 10-year plan, right? I'm going to stick to that plan. If it happens sooner, it's great, but I'm not expecting it to happen overnight. And again, I'm at an age where I know that there is no free will, right? We get to that conversation too. We want to. Destiny, you're destined for certain things. Your destiny will put you in a path where you need to go. These people that are making millions and becoming viral, there's a lot of luck and destiny that goes with it. Okay?
I totally agree with you on that, bro.
So at the end of the day, if you want something, set your plan out, go towards it. What you need to not do is, when you fail, not try to go back at it, right? If you fail, continue. A lot of people, you've seen the memes, a lot of people seen the iceberg at the top, and it's like, oh, look, success. They don't see everything below that.
Yeah, like Titanic's iceberg. Yeah,
correct.
From the top, it looks super like nothing, but
correct.
It was like almost the size of Everest joint.
Correct. And people have to understand that a lot of these people who are popping off probably been doing YouTube channels like we are for years.
That's what I'm saying.
Doing podcasts for years until that moment happens.
Yeah, they had their break. Everybody gets their break. You know what I'm saying? Then it takes off. It's like, I'm just thinking, like, for the future of the populace, right? Like, these people in these high-ranking positions in the medical arena, the engineering arena, all of these levels of career professions, they're gonna retire. Like, the transitional point where from one set of age group to another in terms of the next generation, bro, there's nobody there, bro.
No, this is where wealth and generational wealth come into place, because it's bro, we live in a time, man, now that when we were younger, we weren't thinking about mortality and any of that stuff. Now, our children, that's their focus. They see this life. We were okay with understanding religion, and when we have to go, we have to go, right? Our children don't want that. They want to live forever.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy, bro. And they want to be rich. They want to be wealthy.
Correct.
Live forever, and they want to be wealthy. Like, there is no in between of that.
No, it's not. And there's
no compromise.
These are the generation that will make that happen. They will focus on that goal and find a way to live forever, because that's what they want. We look at it as, it was simple at times then. You go to school, you get your high school diploma, you get your degree, you go get your good job, you find your lady, you get married, you buy a house, have kids. You continue that journey. No, not our kids. That's not what they want.
It's crazy, because now, like, where before having your own business, being a businessman or woman wasn't a necessity. It wasn't a standardized prerequisite. It was like, some people could do it, others can't. And I think now in our generation, people are making that the standard. Like, oh, you got to own your own business. Why? There's some people who just want to become a doctor. They want to be a nurse. They want to be an engineer. They want to be a lawyer. They want to be a director. They want to be an actor. They want to be a mechanic. They like cars, bro. They know how to fix cars. They have a talent. They like sports. They're going to pursue sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
whatever, bro. Whatever is your flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And if you feel you can make a good living off of it, it's cool. But now it's like people will try to slime you. Like, oh, why you don't have a business? Why you not an entrepreneur? It's like, that's how some of the conversations go now. It's like, oh, well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman. I'm a businesswoman. You know what I mean? And like that, and that's it. That's the only roadmap now. Like, you got to be that. And if that's what you're not, then you on the outside. Like, don't even have this conversation with me.
Well, you know, it costs $4.99 to get an LLC.
Yeah, but that's just an LLC.
No. That's my point. Is that's so? What do you? That's a business. You're a businessman now. You're a businesswoman because you purchase an LLC.
Exactly. It's like, look, not hating on businessman or woman, but you know, I said this in other conversations. You need career professionals, or else the society will crumble. You need sanitation workers, fam. You need MTA workers. Okay, you need people to drive the buses. You know, operate the trains. You need pilots. You need all of these things.
So yeah, like I said, the way I look at it, right, when it comes to, I feel I reached my glass ceiling in my career. Getting to a CTO, starting from a help desk all the way up to a CTO.
Yeah.
At this point, I am happy being a CTO. I'm happy working, but at some point, the transition happened where I started to do my own thing a couple of years ago.
Of course.
And now my business is doing better than my 9-to-5. And I'm not saying that people need to go out there and, you know, be a business person, but if you have a skill that you're happy about, or something that you want to pursue and become a part of your own thing, then of course you should be a businessman or woman. But you should not, because you are, put your nose down to people who don't want to do that, because again, you do what makes you happy. And if you're working in a corporate world and you're happy, who am I or anyone to say, oh, you know, you have to become a business person, you have to become an entrepreneur?
That's an excellent point. And you actually, you know, put a button on everything. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get involved, when you get in these social circles, as we comes to the end of the show, it's like, and then you out, you drinking, you're having a good time, you're adulting, you know, or adulting, full grown adulting, whatever your flavor, whatever your age peer group, this happens. The young people, like you said, they bright eyed, like, yo, now I'm about to make $250K minimum, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm forever young. You coin that, you hit the philosophical button on that. And then as you get into your mid-20s, early 30s, you're like, yeah, well, maybe I'm not going to make 250, but I'll at least make, you know, 150K, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm going to be an entrepreneur, like School Bay, that's it. I'm, you know what I mean, successful. And then in the adult circles, it's the same derivative. It's like, oh, you still doing that, John? Come on, man. You didn't start your own business? What are you doing? You're wasting your life and all this other cockamamie nonsense joint. And this is where people get into these, you know, big debates, and then they don't talk to XYZ for many moons, you know what I mean? And it's just like, and I feel social media is the serialized financial energy that lives on social media, because this is the finance show. So we're not moving away from finance. Finance is at the core of it. I think finance now has grown into a living being. You know what I mean? It's That's like, correct. It's alive. You know what I mean? Look, we talked about OnlyFans because it's alive. Somebody's bragging about they making 50 M's. Like, Cash Me Outside felt she had to brag about that. She couldn't just be sitting comfortably with her 50 M's. She had to let everybody know, yeah, by the way, I got 50 M's. And what? Because it's alive. Money, it's a spirit. It's alive, bro.
Correct. And in this day and age, that's the biggest thing right now. It's, you know, you didn't get your first million yet? What you waiting for?
Yes.
It's the first million. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, do what makes you happy. We cannot sit here and say, oh, you should become an entrepreneur and you're wasting your life. No, do what makes you happy. If you happy doing whatever you're doing, continue doing that. You're going to get your first million however you can do it. You know, if I had to say, if you had to ask me how I think you should do it, I don't say put your money in a savings account, because you know what I mean. You're not getting
on the previous Fintech episode, and it's crazy. You said $1 million. $1 million's not even. I don't have $1 million, and I talked about the Bored Ape Gang losing basically 3 M's, and I said it was no biggie.
It's not.
This is what I'm saying. Me,
correct.
Like, what?
Correct.
That's how I know money is alive. It's a thing, bro. Like finance, money, it's alive, bro.
And it gets printed every fucking minute with these.
Yeah, it's a freaking spirit.
And like I said, finance is a huge thing right now. It's the most paid out ads on YouTube.
Yes,
it's the most thing you'll see on TikTok. And
like I said, escape it on social media.
No. And people are pushing that agenda of, if you can't make your first $1 million, what are you doing with your life?
Yes. Never. Like, never in a time or era of human existence has your financial life been such a huge part of your daily life, bro. It's insanity, bro. Like, if you go from decade to decade, like the 80s was just really about finding yourself. The 70s was self-discovery, right? The hippie era, right? You know what I mean?
Get high and make babies.
Yeah. Yes. You know what I mean? The 60s and the 50s was what? That's the civil rights movement. The civil rights decades. Getting your freedom, black power, you know what I'm saying? Equality, all that good stuff. The 80s and the 70s was self-discovery and what? The rebirth of music. We had so much different variants of music, right? It was the feel-good era, you know what I mean?
Correct.
And of course, war. Understanding what the government is doing. How much protest was going on about Vietnam War and all these other wars and all this stuff was going on, you know what I mean? Everybody was consciously awakened, you know what I'm saying? And the transition of the Industrial Revolution into what? The modern time. That's what the 90s is. The advent of technology affecting your daily life. Cell phones is coming in. You know what I'm saying? You got the car phone. You know what I mean? Getting Technicolor. You know what I mean? HD and all of these things. VR, remember? Virtual reality was coming in. 3D. Video games.
Yeah.
Going to the arcade and, you know what I'm saying? And going through that existential level of that new experience, you know what I'm saying? And of the birth of home computing, which was non-existent. You would have to go to a school
or library.
You pick a school based on what? Their computer program and their technology budget.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And then social media, that's the 2010s, the mid 2000s, the beginning of the birth of social media, bro.
MySpace.
Yes, Facebook era.
Mi gente.
And when that happened, that's when you got, and we will bring it back to finance, that's when the word started to drop. And you see it in what social network? Best seen. He said to Mark Zuckerberg, forget millionaire, billionaire.
Correct.
And then that's when it was all about money, joint. How much money can you make? I'm making this money, making that much money. And you know, stocks was everything at that point. The mid 2000s was all about the stocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now look where we at, the crypto age.
Correct.
Man, finance, bro. It's transformed, bro. If finance was Megatron, he would be Galvatron. It would be Galvatron right now.
Hell yeah. It's definitely transforming everything right now. It's
crypto would be the Metacube.
For real.
Galvatron wants the cube because he wants all the coins.
Yes, that's right. He definitely wants all the coins.
Oh my God, yo.
And that's the way we live in, bro. It's the generation, 2 generations below us, like I said, our children, they don't understand the value of $1 unless you put that into them, right? Because again, they have so much things to their fingertips, like you said. push a button, you could purchase a 99 cents app. Push a button to get a $20 app. These things are, to them, it's digital, right? So they don't really know the physical, and they don't really know the value of it. And because of that, I really don't know what's going to happen in the future.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But what
you
I
can't
do
even
know,
go to a lounge, bro, without feeling inept if you don't buy a bottle or a section or both, bro.
I never used to buy bottles, so I really don't give a shit.
I know, but even if you don't, people will look at you like, are you getting, like, you go and you enter the spot, the hostess has to ask you, are you getting bottles, section? No?
Drinks.
All right. If you say what you just said, how in the back of their head, they're like, this nigga ain't got no money. He broke. He cheap.
That's great.
Yeah, I know. It's great. We don't care. But that's where finance is at right now. Like, it could put you in a point where you feel self-conscious about how much you're spending and not spending. It's so crazy, bro.
And let me explain something to you guys when it comes to this. I really, really believe that as Black people, Black men, Black women, Black everything, we do not support each other enough. And not even about businesses or anything else. I'm thinking more so, we talk about the finance space. I've seen people of other races combine their finances to empower their people. And yet we're not even looking to do that. We're looking to get the money, get the bag, as they say.
Yeah, just
and rub it and try to rub it in
somebody's face. You know why? Because we don't have access like those other cultures, other races. Yeah, we seen Tinder swindler. Look at all those loans those females is easily able to access. If that was a Hispanic woman or African American Caribbean gal, they're not going to be able to access, no matter how great their credit is. By the third loan request, they're gonna get the roadblock. Like,
that's true.
Excuse me, Mrs. Walker, Mrs. Rosario. No, you cannot. No,
Rosario.
You can't get it. School Bay. What are you talking about?
I totally agree with you on that. But I think we need to really put more focus on that type of finance and helping each other get to that level. And
community crowdfunding, right?
Yeah, because again, it's not the other races that look at you and say, oh, why are you not an entrepreneur? It's our own people.
It is 100% true.
Versus saying, hey, I have a business. This is what I do.
Exactly.
Do you have any skills that you can bring to the table and we can work together, collaborate?
You know what's crazy? Those other races, you know how they do it? They just go, it's usually when you're on vacation or you're in some like event, right? They'll go, hey, nice to meet you, Ken. Nice to meet you, Michael. You chit chat for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and they go, by the way, so what do you do? I fucking hate that question, but it's better than saying, so do you have your own business or are you an entrepreneur?
You don't get that.
You don't get that. They'll hit you with the what do you do?
Yeah, I like to answer that very well.
Yeah, I'm still learning how to
answer that,
combat and handle that type of question. Because like it kind of still loops my brain a little bit because I find myself spinning like, damn, how am I going to respond to this? Whereas you already pre-programmed.
Yeah.
What do you say, by the way? I'm curious.
Let me tell you what you do. It all depends on the person asking.
On the person, right?
Yeah. If it's somebody that you want to continue a good conversation, have a good conversation with.
Yeah.
Mention everything else besides work that you do.
Oh, really?
Because that sparks their interest. Right?
Okay.
Especially female if she's asking you that question. Because after you go and talk about what you do that has nothing to do with work. Oh, I like to go and check out the games. I go to, I fly on the Tampa a lot. What the next question that comes out of their mouth is, no. Like, what do you do for work?
For a living. That's the political correct term. What do you do for a living?
Oh, for a living. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That's no fun. I don't like to talk about that.
Let's talk great.
About, you understand? And that's how the conversation goes. And then later on, you can come out and say, "Oh, this is what I do for a living." But I think when they ask you, "What do you do?" See, now if they ask you what you do for a living, that's when you can answer the question based on how you feel, right? Oh, I am in IT. I am in technology. I'm a CTO. That's when you can do that stuff. But if they ask you, what do you do? Then you add, like I said, you say everything else besides your work.
I'm glad we gonna end it off like this. So then, what I always thought when they hit you with that, what you do for a living, I would just recycle it right back and go. So what do you do for a living?
Nah, you can say how you feel. You can say what you are in. I can say what field I'm in. I'm in technology.
It's crazy, bro. Or another response would be like, why does that interest you?
Well, I'm saying that happens after the fact. So there's always a workflow in my head how things work, right?
Yeah.
If this,
I
then
create that.
Right. So if this, then that. So if they did ask, what do you do?
You're a freaking robot, bro. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I know.
Yo, audience, he put me onto Invincible and he never told me about the character in Invincible. Not the main character, the other team robot. What they called Team, which is so crazy.
Yes,
Team.
Yes.
And on the third episode, I see these guys going off, and then he's going through his literal digital workflow in his mind in battle. I'm like, okay, this is why I killed him. Like it hit me. He bragged about the end of the first episode, but I know that's not what made him love the show. That just garnered his interest to continue to the next episode. But then when the character got introduced, I'm like, me and my wife was like, yeah, we look at each other like, yeah, this is Ken's character. I'm like, this is why he watches the show.
100%.
I'm like, and then even at the end of the battle, it was like, they just left. What are they doing? He's like,
yeah,
I have no idea. They're like, this is so confusing. And then he paused and he said,
he goes back and sees. Yeah.
I'm like, that's Ken right there, bro. Like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I have no conclusions at the time, so right. I would just indeed you.
Yep.
Yeah. Workflow. So if then this.
Yes.
Then that.
If this, then that. So basically, like I said, depending on the question, you listen out for these cues. I started listening to an audiobook called Atomic Habits, and how we have habits based on a lot of things that we don't know. That just happens because of our surroundings, because of cues, right? That's the biggest thing they talk about is cues. So if this, then that is a cue in your mind that if you hear the question asked, you will automatically know how to respond based on that habit of
pre-programming.
Right. When they say, what do you do versus what do you do for a living, you know how to answer it. Like I said, when I ask, what do I do? I basically tell them what I do for my free time that I enjoy. And like I said,
I'm like, yeah, I play Madden during the football season.
Right, correct. And when they hear that, in their mind, they're looking like,
this guy's smart. This is a smart guy over here.
Yeah, because like I said, like the combat, when people go, no, I mean, what you do for a living, and I go, oh well, I mean, listen, I just explain, what I do for a living is, just for money. And at the end of the day, that's less more entertaining than what people do for fun. So what do you do for fun? And that's how that goes down that rabbit hole of questioning. But if they came out to ask what you do for a living, that question is most likely because that's something that they can only ask, that they can talk about because they themselves want to discuss what they do for a living.
Yeah. I that I know. When people do that, it's because they are very proud of their current status and positions. Right. They want to brag about it.
So my response to that is very quick, because then I want to hear what you're going to say, because you want to talk about it, obviously. So I'm in technology. Then they go on and, what about you? Then they go on and go into their realm of that. And then, you flip, then again, you follow the workflow when they finish talking about what they do for a living. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So that's awesome. So what do you do for fun? And then that's
I'll say this. I have a response that I think you used to say, I don't know if you use it anymore, but I like it. It's like, I don't know if that's, intriguing enough. I think it's kind of boring, Right. And then I'll segue into, I'll basically phrase it as, well, I don't really want to bore you talking about, my day-to-day work schedule.
Correct.
Like, I mean, who wants to hear about that?
Yeah.
And then I hit him with this, but what do you do for fun type thing? I mean,
correct. Because at the end of the day, when we out here doing drinking or at the place that we're meeting, who wants to talk about work?
Big facts.
this is why Severance now is now a huge talking point, because
It's crazy because I worked on the show and I only watched one episode. It's a slow mother effer.
yeah,
But
but it picks up.
everybody loves it, and I'm surprised. You know what I mean? But happy for Ben Stiller's directorial debut on that level. So that's what's up. And his boy. You only hear in this review that's his boy's script. He was working on that for many moons. So yeah, I was able to speak to him briefly while I was on set. I might as well finish off with the Ben Stiller story.
By all means.
So, audience, yeah, I was high on set. Really, I was exhausted. Long story short, the set was like a maze. So what you see on the show, that was the set. Like, it was crazy. You get lost on that set. It's like literally a labyrinth. And I remember I was standing on the exit point of the set, and crew was coming from lunch. And, of course, as a PA, I had to be there first, to ready for the next series of shoots and shots and things of that nature, get crew situated, whatever. And at the exit point, I seen Ben come in, but in like literally 50 yards away. That's how big the set was or whatever. So like I blinked and then I walked into the entry point from the exit point of the labyrinth of the north side. Ben was entering from the south side, right, of the set. So when I entered, mind you, I blinked when I saw him entered from the south side, so I re-entered the north side to just get ready for the rest of the crew to be received. And as I blinked and then stepped in, Ben, I literally shoulder charged Ben Stiller, like, BOW! So that means when I blinked, I was probably sleeping for like a good 10 minutes.
Guy, yeah. Something about Zach, guys. He'll sleep in a
When I hit him, first of all, in film industry, if you touch the director or the producer or the first AD and you're just a PA, you could be immediately turned. You know what I mean? Like, because you're not even supposed to be in a space if they did not summon you via the QPA, whatever. QPA was doing something else, you know what I mean? I was just tending to the walkies, this and that, whatever. So when I hit him, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I opened my eyes, I realized, like, shit, this is Ben Stiller, bro. Like, what are you doing? You're done. I was like, I'm sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Stiller. I do apologize. He's like, no. Yo, this is why I know Islam Ben. He was super chill. He's like, no, it's all good. That's what they say in the industry. It's all good, Michael. He didn't say Michael. He said, it's all good. And I was like, it's like, Mr. Stiller, I'm super sorry. I'm sorry. He was like, it's Michael, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's all good. It's okay. It's all right. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. So then I'm like this. The rest of the night, I'm like this. I'm like this, John. So then I told my QPA, I'm like, yo, when there was some downtime, he's like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, you just seem weird, bro. And I'm like, yo, truthfully, man, I gotta tell you. I was like, technically, I should be fired, bro. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I freaking shoulder charged Ben when he was coming out of set and I was coming into set. He was like, what? He's like, what do you mean shoulder charge? I'm like, football shoulder charge, tackle him. Like, he was coming in and I was coming out and I literally shoulder chopped him. He was like, wow, you're not fired? I didn't hear about it yet? He's like, you're a lucky man, bro. And that's how I knew I was going to elevate you. And that's my Ben Stiller story.
That's amazing.
Super cool, dude. I didn't ever had an actual conversation to him like that, nothing like that. That was the only time I had any interaction with him. I will not hype it up. I won't lie. But cool set to work on. All the actors are great. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to get into Severance when I have some time. But Ozark is back, so definitely going to finish that.
I'm going to watch this Sunday for sure.
So we will be talking about that in the coming weeks.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Zach is out here shoulder chucking.
Directors, as a walkie PA, and luckily not being tossed off set immediately, bro.
That's
So
hilarious.
very, very fortunate of me, joint.
Ben still, if you're watching this.
Yeah. It's Ben, big fan of you, man. Starsky and Hutch. That was one of my favorite joints. Do it. Love that.
Yeah, Ben still is hilarious.
And of course, Zoolander is the ultimate classic joint. Chelsea joint.
Correct.
Yeah, Ben's a little bad man, joint. He's a real bad one. I've seen him while out on a couple of ADs. I'm gonna keep those stories for another time, but yeah, Ben's a little slime in his ADs. He don't play no games, bro. He don't play no games. He's very focused about his shots, what he wants. He doesn't F around. Joint. He doesn't like to waste time, joint. He doesn't like to waste time between scenes. It's very 1, 2, 3, joint. So that's why Severance is so good, because he was really on it.
Definitely check
they had, like, at one point, they had 2 Libra head cameras. 2! I seen them. I seen them building 2 Libra head cams just to capture a walk and talk. Yes, audience, Google that. Let's let you know that I'm in the GAM joint. How much is the Libra head camera? It's almost $10 million joint.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's just to hold the camera so it can do the 360 seamless movement. Yeah, get focused. That was in the Batman. Yeah, that auto scene where you seen it from the wheels down and up and as above. Yeah, that's a Libra head crane setup joint. Grease. Yeah, I know my shots. I don't really talk about it, but we will save for Media Mondays, fam.
Yeah, you need to check out Sonic too. But yeah, we'll see.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to check that. And May 6th, we got, you know what I mean? I know you've seen it when it released for you, Dipset.
Yeah. I already bought the tickets. I'm going there Saturday.
So I'm jealous. This new dad life sucks.
Yeah, it's life, baby.
Oh, man. But yeah, audience, get ready for the international show. It's going to be in a couple days. It's going to be from our mobile devices. And,
correct, Amanda. We're going to have a good time.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to be sauced. I don't know what this guy.
Yo, you guys seen that Rick Ross video?
You haven't been to the channel yet. Y'all better get ready, joint, because nobody's doing this.
You seen that Rick Ross video with him?
Yeah, I seen him. That's Ken when he is drunk.
That's gonna be me when I'm on fucking.
Yeah, I already know, bro. You can be on your joint, fam. Oh my gosh! All right,
it'll be great, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss that show.
Yeah, listen, like Ken said, better get on this. You better get on this boat now, bro, because. We about to set sail after that show, family. That's all I gotta say about that.
Indeed.
All right.
It's been great. Peace.
Peace.